Hey everyone, welcome to my kitchen. For those of you that don't know me, my name's Janice and I'm a Thermomix consultant. So the last few videos have been part of the competition to win a magazine, and it is the Winter Thermomix magazine. This is an Australian magazine and it is the batch cooking issue. So last time I cooked the Marry Me chicken pasta, but I'm not going to cook out of the magazine this time. So in order to win this copy, the first person who comments on this video where they think, the first person that first correct guess of where I purchased, what country I was in when I purchased this apron, wins this copy. Rightio, so I'm cooking tea tonight and we're doing cannelloni. I haven't made this recipe before, but I thought I'd give it a go. Okay, now I've got it already saved to my week. Let's go back. So to get to my week, there's 3 little menu arrows up here. We click on them. Then in the menu it says my week. And then we've got the recipes that I've saved to cook today. I've already made the sourdough starter discard banana bread, and it's cooled and is ready to slice, and I'll wrap it up and I'll freeze it. This evening before I go to bed, I am going to make the yogurt with red berry coulis because I've got some strawberries there that I want to use up, and we're out of yogurt. And then what we're cooking tonight is the pork cannelloni. I don't know how to pronounce that. Cannelloni with vegetable sauce. So we're going to start cooking. Now, I've gone through my fridge and I've pulled out, I haven't got all the veggies that I needed, but I've tried to add in a few other ones to make up for it. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to grate some parmesan. It says 80 grams of parmesan cheese, crust removed, but I haven't got the deli parmesan. I've just got the one out of the fridge, out of the dairy case at the supermarket. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put all of this in here because 20 grams over, but that's okay. We love parmesan cheese. Okay, next, put the lid on, and now we're going to chop that 10 seconds speed 9. Let's first of all make sure that my bowl was empty. Okay. Needed a spatula. Okay, so now we're going to transfer it into a bowl and set aside. So what was that? 10 seconds? And that's our finely grated parmesan cheese. Hang on, can't see. One of my favourite things about the Thermomix is how easy it is to grate parmesan cheese. I mean, that is beautiful. Rightio. So now it says 2 cut garlic cloves, 1 brown onion, cut into halves. Okay, now they want. We're supposed to be using fresh herbs, but I don't have any, and I wasn't going to go to the supermarket and buy them just for this. So that was a tablespoon of parsley instead of 3 sprigs of fresh flat leaf parsley. 100 grams of prosciutto cut into pieces. prosciutto or chorizo, but I've got prosciutto. And they say if you're using chorizo, then you've got to peel the casings off. Any minute now. And this is a 100-gram pack, I think. It is. Oh, that smells delicious. Rightio. So I don't know how much this cost. I just sort of closed my eyes and grabbed it so I couldn't see. Oh, that really does smell amazing. Rightio. Now we're going to put the lid on. 3 seconds, speed 7. Must be getting some, it's spring, but it must be getting close because we've got flies back again. Now we're going to scrape that down the sides. That was 3 seconds. And that was an onion, some prosciutto and garlic, and that is chopped itty bitty. That is nicely minced. I had a bit of a look through this recipe, and I think this is pretty much one of the ones where you just take stuff out, put it in, you don't have to wash the bowl along the way. I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. 20 grams of extra virgin olive oil. Rightio. And now we're going to, we want the simmering basket. 3 minutes, Varoma temperature, speed 1. So we'll give that a cooker. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, now they want us to add 500 grams of pork mince. This here is a mixture of pork and veal mince. It's still a wee bit frozen. And it is actually 500 grams. It's partially defrosted. Okay, now let's just wash our hands. Okay, and we want a teaspoon of sweet paprika. $50 grams of breadcrumbs. So I've also make my own breadcrumbs and freeze them. I'm using the ends off the loaf of bread. And I just save them, but today I'm just using dried breadcrumbs. An egg. A teaspoon of salt. pepper. Oops. And now we're going to give that a mix. 30 seconds. 85 degrees. No, it's not cooked. It's just hot from when we were going nuts. It was still hot from when we sautéed the onion and the prosciutto and the garlic. And it says to lightly oil the Varoma dish and the Varoma tray. Oh, hang on, the dish and the tray, which I've done. And I've just sprayed that with cooking spray. Then it says to stuff 18 to 22 cannelloni shells with pork mixture. Then place the shells into the greased. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it into here. It's a bit easier. I think I've probably said this before, but I love mixing meatloaf and rissoles and all that in the Thermomix and not having to get goop all over my hands. So I'm going to get gloves for this, because even though I'm going to start out by using a spoon, I think that I'm going to end up using my hands. But let's start off with gloves. Okay. Get off. So I don't know, I bought 2 packets of these tubes because I don't actually know how many are in each one. But I figured there would be less than 22 or less than 18. And if there's not, then I'll just put it in the cupboard for the next time we make it. So, spoons. No, I'll use my fingers. Get out of it. Okay. And I'm going to put it in the tray. Yeah, let's bring this over here. Okay. So that looks like, there's a tiny little bit left over. That's a full packet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, see if I can shove that little bit into the rest of the tubes. And if it doesn't fit, then I am going to just put it back in the bowl, in the Thermomix mixing bowl with the vegetables, and just cook it as part of the sauce. I know. So that was one packet of the tubes. I don't know how many was in the packet. Okay. What's that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Righto. So that was a full packet of the San Remo cannelloni shells. Okay, so we've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 18, 19. So that was 19. So which is how many they said. They said 18 to 22. Rightio, let's just clean this up a bit and I'll be back. I just feel like there's a fly in my hair. Rightio. Set the varoma aside. Rinse and dry the mixing bowl. See, I thought that was too good to be true. Rightio, I'll be back. I'll rinse this out and then I'll be back. Alright. It did only say to rinse it and dry it. So what I've done is I have rinsed it and I've given it a wipe out with a paper towel. And that's going to be good enough. Okay, now 1 garlic clove, and we're going to make the veggie sauce. And 1 brown onion cut in half. 2 sprigs of flat leaf parsley, leaves only, so we got more dried parsley. I look at the freeze dryers people have, you know, I love watching, you know, homesteaders and that try and do as much as they can. I mean, that's just something. I love gardening. I can't have a garden here. It's just, I just haven't got enough room. And they've got freeze dryers, and I've looked into them. They're like, you know, $10,000 or something like that. So probably not economical, but I really would love something like that. So you can buy your herbs and then freeze dry them. So because I don't like it. I don't like them frozen. I don't like frozen herbs. Rightio. So we'll go back to this. We've got oregano. 2 sprigs of fresh oregano, leaves only. Okay. Lid on. 3 seconds, speed 7. Oh, get out of it. Oh, I forgot I had that on and 20 grams of olive oil. Oops. Get out. And now it says lid on with the simmering basket, which I've tidied up, so I'll have to grab that 3 minutes barometer temperature, speed 1, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. Okay, next. So it says to a celery stalk. Now celery is something I thought I had, but I didn't have, so what I'm using is I've peeled the stem off a broccoli I had, 100 grams of sweet potatoes cut into pieces, one carrot cut into quarters, so I've got a big carrot here. A 100 grams of zucchini. So this is, I didn't have any zucchini. I thought I had a zucchini, but it was all gone. So this is the other bit of that broccoli. Okay, 100 grams of red capsicum, so I'm going to put the entire capsicum in, just because I was a bit short on other veg. Cut into quarters. Right. And now we're going to put the lid on and give that a chop. 5 seconds, speed 7. Okay, oh, I've got to get some wine. It says white or red. I might get white. I changed my mind, I've got red. Okay. We've got 80 grams of red wine. What do we've got? We've got a Cabernet Merlot. Okay. Half a teaspoon of dried fennel seeds. You can put too many fennel seeds in food. A teaspoon of vegetable stock paste. For those of you that haven't watched my videos before, I want to say if you own a Thermomix, one of the very first things you should make is the vegetable stock paste. It is so versatile. I mean, you can use it in place of any of the stock pastes that they in the recipes, and it really adds bulk flavour. A 400 gram can of whole peeled tomatoes. And they're the whole ones. I didn't get the chopped or the diced. And now we're going to put the barometer on top. Right, put the lid on. 18 minutes at barometer temperature, speed 2. So, my favourite thing about guided cooking is it sets all your dials up for you. All you've got to do is set the time, the speed. Rightio? I'll be back at this stage, I think. So what we can do is we can either go to our 3 little dots and read the recipe, or we can go to preview. So after 18 minutes, we've got to rotate the cannelloni between the dish and the tray to ensure even cooking, and then cook for another 6 minutes. And then what I can do is I just go back to our little bookmark and it'll take us back to where we are. So right here, I'll be back in 18 minutes. Okay. So now we've got to carefully rotate the tubes. I just wanted a pair of tongs so I don't burn my fingers. Rightio, so between the 2 trays, so the ones on the bottom are definitely a little more cooked. Whoops. Okay. Just like that, make sure that we've got still got room for the steam to get through. Okay. Another 6 minutes on speed 2. So once that gets to the 6 minutes, I will check it, and if it will give it more time if I think it needs it. So can I say that I love how I can leave my Thermomix to cook my tea, or I clean up all the mess. So I've cleaned up, I've washed up, I've stacked everything in the dishwasher, and while this is cooking. So I'm going to have virtually no clean up after tea tonight. Okay. I'm going to check this now. Let's go back, and what does it say? It doesn't say about checking to see if it's cooked. And we're going to go open preview. So now we're going to, what do you call it? Blend the sauce. And then we're going to serve it with the vegetable sauce. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to layer it up in here, pour the sauce over it, Parmesan cheese, and then I'm going to bake it in the oven for a little bit. So rightio. I think that is cooked enough. Rightio. So let's do that. I'm going to pop these in here. Yep. Ooh, warm. So that's that there. Put this aside. I wonder where I put my spatula. I have spatula. Let's get a clean one. I must have put it in the dishwasher. Okay, back to our recipe. Put the measuring cup in, and we're going to blend that for 1 minute at speed 6. I'm just going to start off slow because that is quite hot. And so the reason I'm going to bake this in the oven for a little bit is because we're going to eat some tonight. The rest I'm going to freeze in single serve size containers, and I'm going to freeze in single serve containers. Rightio. And I don't want, I want all the sauce to be equally, spread out between all the cannellonis. I don't want it to all get eaten tonight and then have none left that are stuck in the freezer. Just want to give that sauce a little taste. Well, I was worried about that fennel. That actually really adds just a nice little element in the sauce. That is really nice. Rightio. Oh, that's really nice. Rightio. Okay. Rightio. I'm going to pop that in the oven and I'll come back when it comes out and we'll have a taste. So I can't show you. I should have got a mitt. So that's it out of the oven. Oops. I just killed it. So that's it there. I did just kill it a little bit. I've had it sitting on the bench to cool down a little bit, but it's still really hot, so. That is delicious. That meat is just melt in your mouth tender. And that sauce, I really love that little bit of fennel seed that's in there. It is. I like the sauce. That sauce that's vegetable, not just tomato sauce, is really, really nice. And if you're looking for hidden veggies for your kids, I would say that is perfect. Rightio. Don't forget, if you want to win the magazine, you have to put a comment your guess in the under this video. First person to get the right country wins the magazine. I will then send you a link to my Facebook page, and you can send me a private message to give me your address. Rightio. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, could you please give it a thumbs up? Pop over to my channel and subscribe. And I really hope I'll see you next time.